learned about zoning, building codes, health, and revenue requirements. In this video, we'll learn about fire prevention and procedures and what the Department of Licenses and Inspection will be looking for when they inspect your program.
The parents, they wanted to make sure that they take their kids, the most precious thing, to a safe place.
It's very important to have a fire evacuation procedure along with the shelter-in-place plan. It's in the event that an emergency occurs, whether it's an alarm activation, the smelling of smoke, or even seeing smoke, for the children and the staff to know what to do so that they can get out quickly and survive a fire. You're required to have written plans of fire evacuation and shelter in place. The plans, once they've been prepared and approved, you want to make sure that your staff is familiar with them. The city and the state also requires you to practice these procedures on a regular basis. Shelter in place once a year. Fire drills, depending on the ages of the children, can vary. I usually recommend at least once a month. If you are a commercial facility, you're required to have 2 observed drills a year. You are required to get fire safety and shelter-in-place training. That can be provided by the Philadelphia Fire Department, or you can go to an outside agency that may also provide fire safety and shelter-in-place training. And here's where you can find more information on training sessions.
The first thing we'll be checking for when we come to your location for a fire safety inspection is the property identification. The address is important for emergency responders to locate you in the event of an emergency. Upon entry, I've noted that the doors are equipped with panic hardware. I also see that we have illuminated exit signs, backup battery powered emergency lighting. Here we find a pull station or sending station, accompanied by a 911 sign, which is required by the Philadelphia Fire Code. Another aspect that we'll check during our fire safety inspection is your kitchen facilities. We'll be looking to see if in fact you may have commercial cooking equipment, and if that equipment is required to have a suppression system installed. While conducting the fire safety inspection, we'll be going through all exit ways to be sure that they are unobstructed. So we're looking for exit passageways, signage for direction. We're looking at installation of combustibles installed throughout the hallways and corridors. We're looking at the sprinkler heads. And when we see the exit signs, they should be illuminated. All exit signs are to be illuminated. We'll be checking to be sure that the fire extinguishers are tagged currently by a licensed contractor. We'll also be checking restrooms for proper ventilation. We're also going to be checking to see that you have a fire evacuation plan and a shelter-in-place plan. In a family daycare, what we look for are fire extinguishers to be placed in the kitchen and every location where child care is being provided in a home.
Having a fire extinguisher doesn't mean that you can fight the fire or not call the fire department. We want you to call the fire department. Get out, let us fight the fire. Use an extinguisher only if fire is blocking your path. Use it to make a path to get out or a path for someone else to get out. But let the fire department fight the fire.
We also look for door locks to be sure that there's no special effort or a key to exit a property. Exit access should always be unobstructed. You should always have a clear path to an exit.
Well, all facilities are required to have some type of alarm system. In family daycares, they're required to have 10-year lithium battery powered smoke alarms, which we have here. And they're also required to have carbon monoxide detectors. Fire department does have what we call a fire safety checklist, where you can do your own home inspection. You can go through the list and check things off. If there's anything that you check no to, that brings it to your attention so that you can get that corrected. The fire department does have some resources available to you to help you with whatever your needs are. You can either stop at a local fire company. A lot of times they do have literature available. They have coloring books for children available. If not, you can also contact the Fire Prevention Division.
We try to invite the firefighters to come and visit the center, and they come with the engine. So we have different kind of activities during the years in where we try to integrate the people in the community.
It's important for the children to feel comfortable with firefighters. We can come to you if it's too far for you to walk to the firehouse. The fire department is here to help you. Any questions you have, any concerns you may have, you don't want to guess. You don't want to ask someone that may not have that experience. You want to call the Philadelphia Fire Department. We're glad to assist you in any way possible.
Fire safety and preparedness is at the very center of what you do, caring for children. We've seen what a safe environment looks like and learned about some of the things the Department of Licenses and Inspection will look for. You now know that you'll need to have procedures in place for fire evacuation and for sheltering in place, and we've shown you where to find more information and get assistance in designing those procedures. The Philadelphia Fire Department is here to help. Do not hesitate to reach out to them for assistance in setting up a safe environment for the children in your care. The City of Philadelphia wants to help you open a safe and healthy childcare program. Visit these websites for more information, consult the guide for childcare providers, and don't hesitate to call the city's Office of Business Services with any questions you may have.